Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I think when you're watching this it will be a happy new year, so happy new year. I do apologise for the state in which that I look right now, but the reason for this is because today I'm going to be doing a makeup video. Now I have actually been asked to do some makeup videos before, but the reason that I haven't is just because I'm not a professional. I'm not that good at makeup. I don't know what I'm doing really. I just do what works for me. But for Christmas I got so much new makeup that I thought this would be quite a good video to do, and that way I can show you some new products, show you if I like them, what I do, and kind of incorporates all of it. I am also wearing my new Christmas PJs from my mum. I hope you enjoy the video. Please like, please subscribe, and let's get on with it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I need to prime my skin, and I'm going to use the Weleda Skin Food. I have actually had this since I think I got it around about my birthday time, so it's not that new, but I love it and I definitely would recommend getting it. I have got a mirror down here as well, so that is what I'm going to be looking at if I'm like looking this way instead of at the camera. But I feel like this gives such a nice glowy finish like to the skin, and I've got some really bad like dry skin like just around here where I've had a few breakouts, so I'm just going to put some more on, but it really does just make it so much nicer to put your makeup on top of, and it kind of leaves your face a little bit sticky, so I think it works well as a primer. Well, I use it as a primer. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to conceal some spots because my skin has not been my friend at the moment, and for this I'm just going to use this concealer that I got, which was the HNB Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer, and that is in the shade 1.5W, and I'm just going to put this on some of my breakouts because I want it to sort of dry down. I always find if I let the concealer dry down before I apply like my foundation or anything, it tends to last better on my skin and it doesn't like come poking through throughout the day. I'm just going to leave that on, so don't mind that, and then I'm going to use my new eyebrow stuff. So for Christmas I got the refy like 3-step brow combination. I don't really know what it is, but it comes with the brow sculpt, the brow pomade, and then the brow pencil as well. Now I have no brows, so I need as much help in this department as possible. I don't even know how long these have been out for, but I feel like they've been out for a while, and as soon as I saw them I was like, oh my god, I need. And obviously this brand was made by Jess Hun, and that girl's got the best eyebrows ever, so I trusted her, and I have already tried this and it is so good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and coat the brow sculpt through my brows. I feel like this gives the illusion of having like a fuller brow because I do have some brow hairs obviously, but I don't have a lot of them. I'm just gonna coat that through, and then you like pop off the top, and it comes with like a dual-sided brush, and I'm just gonna go and brush these hairs up like flat against my skin. Now I know some people like their brows like this and they'll probably leave it like this fluffy. However, it doesn't suit me. So I'm just going to shape them down. But I always feel like I'm genuinely rubbish at doing eyebrows, so I could be doing this completely wrong, but this is what I'm doing. And then I'm going to go in with the pencil. I got all these shades in shade medium, and it's really small at the little tip. I'll show you if you can see that. It's really skinny. So I'm just going to go through and sort of go around the outline of my brow. And then what I'm going to go in with is the brow pomade. Now I think the brow pomade, the brush isn't very like precise. Like if you can see, it's quite bulky, but the pomade colour is a lot warmer, and I quite like a warmer brow because I have quite warm hair. So I will just sort of like dip that in, but I have to be really careful because when I've used this before it's sort of gone everywhere and the shape of the brow is just gone, and I've just had to conceal it round. So that might be what happens now. So that is me using the refy stuff. I think I probably just need more practice with it because I don't think I'm very good at using it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to conceal around the brows, because I feel like this sort of just gets rid of all the problems you've just had with putting on your eyebrow stuff. I'm just going to leave the eyebrows looking like that for now, and I'm just going to grab another new product, which is a Morphe sponge. I'm not sure what the actual sponge is called. It's the one with the like 2 flat edges, if that helps. But I'm just gonna blend out this concealer that I had on my face. Okay, so now I'm going to do my foundation. Now, although this is a new product, I have used it before. The foundation that I got was the NARS Sheer Glow. Now, I am an old-time fan of Sheer Glow. I think it's one of the best foundations you can get. I've not had one for a while, and I think it's just because I sort of got used to using tinted moisturizer, and then I would just use my other NARS. I've got it here. The NARS Natural Radiant Longwear. I got used to using that sort of on nights out, and I would just use a tinted moisturizer throughout the day. But I feel like mixing these together, so the Sheer Glow and the Natural Radiant Foundation, just gives the best look for like a night out. I would say to go and try the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I think it's so underrated. Not a lot of people talk about it, but I genuinely think it's the best foundation I've ever used. So I'm just going to mix them together, and I'm just going to pat that around my face. Not sure on the colour. I did tan last night, but I always think that like tan develops better the second day, so I feel like it still needs to darken up a little bit. I'm probably going to have to put some bronzer down my neck, but I'm just going to use the same sponge. I'm going to take some of that down my neck. But I am going to bronze. I'm actually just going to bronze my neck now. Just going to bronze my neck up because I do want to be able to bronze my foundation up. Now, my mum got me, and I used to have so many makeup palettes from this brand, but she got me a sleek contour, like cream contour kit. I'm just going to go in with this like dense brush, and I'm going to go in with this one first. I'm just going to put it on both sides of my cheek and my forehead. I feel like that's gone well. What do we think? And then I'm going to use the concealer. I'm just going to put this under my eye. I don't really like to use a lot of concealer. I used to, and now I feel like sort of less is better, so I'll just put some there. I'm going to powder straight after I've blended out the concealer, so I'll show you which powder I'm using now. And I'm using the HNB Soft Focus Loose Powder. Now, as you know, I love this powder. I've had this before, but this is actually a new shade that I got for Christmas. I usually use shade Translucent, but I've got the banana shade now. So I'm going to blend this out with the sponge, and then right on top of it, I'm going to go in and set underneath. So I'm going to do one eye at a time, just so that I don't get any creases. I feel like that is genuinely a perfect combination. Love that. And I feel like my whole face just looks so smooth. Holly Boone has completely smashed it with her cosmetic products. Like, I absolutely love everything she brings out. Is incredible. Definitely recommend that, and definitely recommend the concealer, to use both of them together as well. Chef's kiss. Okay, I do apologise, the camera just died, so I've just had to move the camera a little bit because I've now got it on charge. I'm going to go in and do my eyes now. First of all, I'm just going to put a colour through the crease. I think I'm going to go in with Vanity Hour, which is just this one here, and I'm just going to lightly tap this and put it through my crease. And I don't mind it going on my lid at all because I like a colour on my lid personally. Once I've got that through the crease, I'm going to go in with Going Somewhere, and I'm just going to tap that on a flat brush, and I'm just going to put that sort of through the outer corner of the eye, and then just sort of flick it out at the end. I think these Morphe eyeshadows blend so well. Like, I've used the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, And I almost got that one for Christmas. Like my mum wanted to get me that for Christmas. And when I saw this, I was like, no, like that is basically all the shades I would use anyway, and for literally half the price, like just get me that one instead. But once I've just put that through the corners, I'm just gonna go in with Beauty Secret, which is a little bit lighter. And I'm just gonna blend them out together. With Beauty Secret, I'm just going to put the tiniest amount on the rest of the lid, like the inner corner part of the lid. And I'm going to go in with this Morphe flat brush. And I think, what colour? It's sort of between this one, which is like a light gold, or this one, which is more like a bronzy, yellowy gold. You know what, screw that. What I'm going to go in with actually is this one, which is, this is Major. Hope that picks up on the camera, but it's sort of like a pinky goldy colour. And I'm just going to tap that onto the brush. And I'm just going to put that on the inner part of my lid. And then I'm going to go in with Prep Work, which is the lighty gold colour, and I'm going to tap that over it. Which just looks so pretty. I love this. So yeah. I like that. With like a little liner brush, and I'm going to go in with the darkest colour, which is Smoke Show, which is that one there. And I'm going to kind of line the top of my lashes. I don't really ever use like a proper liner or anything, but I do quite like to do it with a shadow and just have a little wing, like a tiny wing. I don't like to go all in with the wing. I mean, you'll be able to see now, but first of all, I'm just going to go from where like my bottom lashes sort of meet my top corner. I'm just going to extend that out. Like that. And then I'm going to do the inner corner. And then I'm just going to join where I extended out back to the middle of my eye. But then I'm just going to fill it in. And I feel like that just adds like much more dimension to my eye. I don't wear fake eyelashes like when I go out, and I feel like that just helps my eye look a little bit more dramatic without obviously having false eyelashes on. I'm just going to do the same for the other eye. Okay, so that is now what that looks like with the liner on. And I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty much it for the eyes. Probably as dramatic as it gets. I'm just gonna put a little bit of Beauty Secret, which was that sort of like warm brownie colour. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that under my eye, just to sort of create a shadow. And that is the eyeshadow done. I'm going to bronze, and to bronze I'm gonna use the Hoola Caramel bronzer. Again, this is a bronzer that I have used before. It's just a new one because I've used all of the other one, but I love this one. I used to have just the normal Hoola, but I do think that I prefer the warmer shade of the caramel one. So I'm just gonna go in with a big fluffy brush. I don't really contour, I more so just bronze around my forehead. And then I'm going to put some blusher on. Now, unfortunately, my blusher has completely smashed, so I don't have a new blusher to try, but I'm just going to use one of the colours from the eyeshadow because it's all powder, it all does the same thing. And I'm going to go in with All Beauty, which is this one here, this pink shade here. And over the top of that, I'm going to go in with Grab Attention, which is basically the same colour but has a little bit of shimmer in. And I'm just going to put them on the apples of my cheeks. And I do just brush them over my nose. I don't know why, it's just something I've gotten used to doing. Would you look at that? I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlighter, and I'm going to use the eyeshadow again because I don't have a new highlighter to try. I think I'm going to go in with the prep work, which was like the lighty gold shade that I used on my eyes to top off with. Just put a little bit on a brush and just brush it over, because I don't want like out of this world highlight. I feel like that looks really nice. And then for my mascara, I'm going to obviously put mascara on my top lashes. I'm going to use the Maybelline Sky High, which again is not a new product that I got for Christmas, but it's the only mascara that I've got, and I didn't need a new one, so I'm just going to use this anyway. I do really like that mascara. I don't think I've tried one better, and I've tried quite a lot of mascaras. I used to, did anyone else like when they were 15 just go and spend like so much money on makeup? Like I literally, when I was 15, used to have like Laura Mercier, Giorgio Armani, like Lancome mascaras, and I just think like, was I okay? Like where was I getting this money from, and can I have it now please? Thank you. Okay, and then for lips, I'm gonna go in with, the Morphe lip liner in Sweet Tea. Sorry, I said this was shade Sweet Tea, but it's actually Sweetheart. I do have Sweet Tea. It's a little bit too dark for me. I feel like it's quite brown. I feel like it sort of looks really harsh against my skin. So I actually went and got the Sweetheart one instead. But then I'm just going to fill in the rest of my lips with the Morphe one in Backseat Love. This is more of like a pinky shade, which I like. And I feel like these lip liners are really creamy and they're really, really cheap. When I went into the Morphe shop in the Arndale Centre in Manchester, they were selling these lip liners for like £2.50. And they're so good, like genuinely the best lip liners I've tried. So yeah, if you can get your hands on these, get your hands on them. I really like them two shades, but they have so many shades. You've just got to be really, really lucky, I guess, that you get to go to a store that's got them in stock, because a lot of the time they don't have them in stock. And then for my lip gloss, I am going to use the HMB Cosmetics lip gloss in 1111. As you can tell, like I said before, I'm obsessed with HMB Cosmetics. They're so affordable, and it's just obvious that like Holly Boone knew what she was doing when she was creating this. Like, immaculate. I'm gonna put that on top. And then this is the makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair, and then I will come back to finish off the get ready with me. Okay, so please excuse the change in lighting. It's actually many hours later, but I'm obviously now ready to go out for New Year's. This is the finished makeup. I love it. I hope that whatever you are doing to celebrate New Year, you are safe, you have fun, and let's hope for a very good 2022. As always, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and yeah, Happy New Year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.